Alright guys, this is my first YouTube video on the channel. Let's just see how this goes. Alright. So, basically I'm going for a Swaby build on Rome Total War 2. I'm shit with Swaby guys, so bear with me. I don't know how to use them very well. And I don't have the fast charge general. I didn't buy that DLC. But basically, fucking Egypt here brought 4 elephants. Alright. Ton of Nubian bowmen. Thorax swords, Thorax pikemen, and more Thorax swords with a Royal Thorax swordsman general. Libya got 2 Libyan infantry in the flanks, African pikemen in the middle, Late Carthaginian and Libyan infantry behind them, 2 elephants, noble cavalry, mercenary secretarii, and more noble cavalry. So over here, I'm trying to skirmish my Germanic scouts. It seems like whenever I use Germanic scouts, it just doesn't work out for me. Or they just don't play the way they should. Or maybe I'm just ass at using them. But skirmish mode kind of screwed me there, and I lost 8 horses when they started running. When they started running to the left instead of where I wanted them to go, which was straight back. But yeah, my ally has a line of Balearic slingers, Lusitani nobles, and veteran shields. Lusitani spearmen in the back, and going into this I was like, yeah, they have tons of elephants, no problem. I have a Lusitani player, and every Lusitani unit has javelins besides like the slingers and whatnot. But they later swap their elephants all the way over to my side, and my Lusitani player does not send any support to help me deal with that. So it kinda screws me a little bit, but I did my best to fight them. Alright, let's just fast forward through this skirmishing crap. I do end up taking down one of the horse units, while losing quite a bit of my own scout riders. Here they are moving all the elephants over to my flank. And here come the elephants. 3 elephants coming down on me, and it's like shit. So I'm just gonna use I try to use my Bloodsworn to throw the javelins and dampen the elephants to kind of stop them, because these are my expendable units. That's why I brought them to the expendable. I do throw the javelins, it's not that effective. I have my Germanic scouts tossing their javelins at the elephants. And then I start bringing in my Wodenaz spear because of the cavalry counter tactics on it, trying to take these elephants down. And I'm bringing over my noble riders of combat, these mercenary secretarii. They should be able to fight them pretty well and win. But it would have been really useful if this Lusitani spearman came over here and just helped support. But his general did get rear charged, so he can't really do that unless he wants to lose his general. Over in this elephant mosh pit, I'm taking them down, but there's just so goddamn many of them. And I'm losing. And Wodenaz Spear is a light unit, so they go down pretty easily to elephants. I'm losing tons of them. Then he makes a beeline from his holster straight to my general. And I didn't want to just eat the charge like that, so I turned them around to try and brace and turn on cavalry counter tactics. But I end up losing most of my unit and almost killing my general, while I reposition my line to face the Carthaginian line that is approaching me on my right flank. I end up pulling my general out, losing over half the unit. And I'm sending in more Wodenaz spears with cavalry counter tactics to help take these elephants down. With cavalry counterattacks, they got a whopping 45 bonus first large. Stack that on top of their already pretty decent. Well, it's not very decent. It's like 5 armor piercing damage. Then you have a 50 damage against the large, not counting the melee damage. So it's pretty lethal, but there's just too many elephants to deal with. I can't handle it. My Germanic scout ran out of ammo, so I charged him in. And over on the Lusitani side, he's using his spearmen against Thorax pikemen. He did actually get them, got their pikes down. So it's a nice job, and he's bringing in a Lusitani noble. Finish that up. But I really needed like these slingers or something over here to help me fight the elephants. I'm taking down the Egyptian elephants. Well, not really. There's still like 10 left, but they are dwindling. But Carthage still has their entire elephant units, and they're storming through the Lusitani players' lines. Well, he's hung up on pikes. I don't. It looks like he charged the front of the pike. There's just masses of dead bodies here, which is like one of the stupidest things you can do. Over here, these fights are going very well, but it's not really enough to swing it for him. I'm committing all of my Ordnance spears to this fight over here to try and get these elephants down. Like, I didn't bring skirmishers, to my disdain, because I was bringing a rush build and I wasn't planning to need them as much as I would have needed them. But I do get these elephants down and they start dropping pretty quickly. Got the Carthaginian cavalry rampaging through their back lines. I say that, but there's only like 2 units and they're not doing anything. But we do have Iberian Cav coming into the Balearic Slingers along with late Carthaginian hoplites and Libyan infantry, rear charging veteran shields along with the Royal Thorax Swordmen. Elephants, holy crap, look at all the body over here. At least a dozen elephants went down. I just charged my Swordmaster in to get the Javelin toss. I didn't plan on committing them to this fight because I just don't think it's a very good spot for them to be.
Move it!
And my army is basically... Those elephants just shit on me. There's nothing I could have done to really prevent that any more than I did.
Warriors, move out!
Maybe I could have, but I'm not that good of a player, so I'll leave it there. So I'm basically just trying to freeform and get ready to basically just get shit on. Like, at this point, I didn't even realize these elephants were still around. I thought I had taken all of them out. But, yeah, it's basically just a waiting game until he activates these elephants and slaughters my army. I'm sending my Berserkers in with Headhunt and Frenzy. This one gets javelined to death. And then friendly fire kills it a bit more. They do pretty good with the charge. Yeah, they do actually really well. They took like a ton of guys down. 20 guys in that charge. And then I send my Swordmasters in, and they take down another 20. On this side, they're doing even better with 40 kills and going Berserk. This is basically my only victory right now, is this small pocket. But he's moving his pikes in, so yeah, my Berserkers are basically just going to go Berserk and then charge right in on him. Right here, a bit of a micro mistake. I meant to just toss my javelin at these after pikes, but I forgot to stop the charge, and now I'm eating javelins and just charge right onto the front of pikes. And I try to move them away from the pikes, but the order got cancelled because they were engaged. And then my Berserkers are going Berserk right in the front of the pikes as well. And then here, I'm trying to put my Ordnance Spears in the mix, try and see if I can do anything against these elephants. And I did stop their charge with my Berserkers, thankfully. but there's just so many. There's 8 elephants here. Or no, there's 8 elephants, and there's more coming through the back lines, hitting my Swordmaster. I just don't have enough men to combat the threat. Well, I did take down quite a few of these elephants, but they just completely dominated the Warheads. And then right here I have my Swordmasters getting pincers between African Pikes, Late Carthaginian Hoplites, and Swordmasters, or not, Libyan Infantry, sorry. So, they're gonna die as well. I'm sorry I didn't really show you that much of the Lusitani, but he basically got mopped by Egypt, and he's trying to retreat a few of his soldiers back toward me, with Carthage giving chase. The elephants mopped up the entire force that was here. And now my unit is gonna break because I just lost my general in the Wardenaz spear skirmish. So, yep. See if this is really close up or anything. Oh, there's a cool fight going on over here, I saw that. Oh, we missed it. This Berserker was like killing everybody. But, yep. There you go, though. That's me getting my ass whooped. But look at these elephants. 4 elephant units, each with 200 kills. This one came just a little short. And then 2 more. One with almost 300, and then one with 300. I killed Jack's ship because those elephants just destroyed me. And my teammate, he did pretty well. He killed a lot, but he just wasn't able to take it out. So, yeah. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. Tell me how crap I am at YouTubing. And leave a suggestion on how I can improve. Alright, until next time.